So click next. Okay. So just point it to your server. This is your server. Baka maghanap kayo ng sample mo doon, definitely you use your own server. Then click next. Now on the list, you look for the HTTP server. So you check the HTTP server and then proceed with the installation. Dali lang naman. Next. Okay. Next nyo lang. Next. Restart the destination server after the installation. Every time you configure your server, you try to restart it. Huwag nyo nang antayin ipa-restart sa inyo. Restart nyo. So, and then afterwards, the installation process will begin. Now, you wait for this to finish. Okay. That will take some time. So, pagkatapos na yan, you close, your server will be done. You are not done yet. Meron pong continuation mo. Okay? So, after you reboot, what you're going to do is, you check whether the role has been installed. So, in this example, in this case, the HTTP were successfully installed. So, like what I'm saying, hindi pa tapos, no? You click the HTTP role, and then you continue with the process. There's what you call post-deployment configuration. Okay. So you install all your features. The next thing is you need to configure it. The configuration required for the HTTP server. So you just click that. Post-deployment configuration. Wizard to the end. Okay. So once done, okay, click yung complete HTTP configuration. Once done, you're about to configure your HTTP server. Okay. Now the configuration, after the completion of the post installation, you click on the HTTP on the tools. Ito po yung lalabas. So this is where you configure the scope and the exclusions. Okay. Now you simply right click on the name of your server, and then meron doon right click new scope. Ito sa taas. Okay, add scope. Ayan. So click to add scope. Your scope is, you can use the first 5 or first 10 IP addresses. Remember that you already have assigned the first usable IP to your clients. 1, 2, 3 ba ginamit nyo? So you use that as scope, maybe 1 to 5 as a scope. Make sure hindi magko-conflict sa physical. Hindi po kasama sa physical yung DHCP. You only do it on the first one. Or maybe, gamitin nyo yung mga hindi pa nagagamit. Something like 10 to 15. Tatlo lang naman kailangan nyo. Diba? Para hindi na mag-conflict sa physical. Okay? Kasi kung gagalawin yung physical, mag-conflict yung problema. Okay? So, you choose your own scope. You give it a name. Kahit anong pangalan, walang problema. Okay? So, what I'm saying, you choose your own scope. Choose only 5 or 10. Make sure within that scope, the IP addresses to be fetched by the clients is within the range. Now, ito yung scope or yung range na sinasabi ko. You define the range. Pwede kayo mag-start sa 10, 15, or 10 to 20. Kung gagamitin nyo naman yung .1, .2, .3, make sure naka-exclude yung ibang IP address. Okay? So, starting IP, in this example, .10 until .15. So, meaning, if we're going to check the clients, it should be getting an IP address within this range. Dapat galing dyan. Kung hindi po galing dyan, saan ang galing? So, there must be something wrong. No? So, dapat yung lalabas na IP address sa clients would be 10 to 15. So, you identify the length and the subnet. So, yours is not good. Okay? Question so far? Yeah. So, you click next. Okay. So, exclusion. Ano ba yung exclude natin? What you have assigned on the default gateway should be excluded. Hindi dapat yun ina-assign sa client. Okay? Pwede nyo exclude yun, or you can exclude a range. So, ang ginamit na sa demo is si 1.10.15. Okay, exclude natin yung mga IP address. Okay. So, discard nyo kung ano yung exclude. Ano ba yung exclude? Yung hindi i-assign sa client. Exclude. Okay. Next. So when you click on next, it's the list duration. Huwag nyo na pong galawin yung default. So just leave it as it is. Kung ilang araw man yan, ilang oras. So just click next. This configuration is only on the server. Huh? So next is, you need to activate the scope. Pag nag-go kayo dyan, kailangan nyo doon sa scope, right-click, activate. So, kung yes naman, wala tayong problema. So, click yes. Next. Next is your default gateway. Okay? I-define nyo sa server yung default gateway or yung IP ng router. Okay? In your case, that is your last usable IP. So you define it here. Whatever the IP address here, this will be assigned as default gateway on the client. Take note, your server will assign the IP address, the subnet mask, and the default gateway. So this is this default gateway. So you click add so that it will be assigned during the DHCP, and then click next.